screwed up the intro, but we're live. What do you know? Hopefully everything is okay. I did have the volume turned down recently. Yeah, its volume's a little low. That should be better. Yeah, it's probably pretty good. Greetings! Happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you are having a fantastic week. Welcome to the live stream where I am going to... I don't know what I'm going to do. My hands are a mess. But I bought some new toys, so we might talk about that. You guys can ask me some questions. I can show you where I'm at with that wallet build. The video should be done by now. In fact, I'd be finishing it today if I... do I need to cook it up even more, or did I already... I think I already kicked it up for Young LF. Yeah. I think so. Yellow says, well, I'm glad you haven't released any videos yet because we've been on vacation and I just got back. Well, you can always watch a bunch of videos. It's okay. Not a big deal. Today, yeah, I bought a new air compressor. I'm going to talk airbrushes because I've started doing some airbrushing stuff and I want to do more airbrushing. And, yeah, hang out for a bit and try not to work on anything to screw my hands up anymore, which are screwed up, to say the least. And I'm also doing a members-only first hour, which might be a bad idea, but whatever. Experiment around. Gives you guys a little both incentive and reward for being members. It's awesome. I love it. So, we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. One sec. On subscribers right now. You know what? I started it on subscribers. I'll just leave it on subscribers. So it's not a members only stream. Next week I'll do that. I'll do the first hour. I'll do a members stream, and then we'll do whatever. So all good. You know, it says you just reminded me I need to buy more Angelus paints. I have lots of Angelus paints. That's for sure. They're always good. Have you ever redesigned a tool that's not intended for its original use? Redesigned? Well, I was taking apart my my airbrushes with a wing divider, which is kind of weird, the other day. And I've used my bevelers as water forming tools before. Used the handles to get into the right spots, but nothing out of the ordinary as far as leathercraft goes and other tools. I've got a small piece of plywood that I have a piece of sandpaper glued onto for back rolling belts for film to get those like lines in them. If you get them wet and fold them over and then back roll them to get it all lined and then sand it up. I've used a shifter for a hammer once or twice. Does that count? I have used a hitch as an anvil before. So there's that. Little trailer hitch anvil action. I wonder if I can get this monitor even closer. Like, why can't I? Like, I'm gonna drag it forward and see what it does for viewing. When does the camera see it? Oh. That's better. Let's see. And I can raise it until you guys can see. Oh, that's much better. Look at that. I'm learning things today. Okay, it says, finished the mask, finally wore it to Dragon Con, which I really want to go to Dragon Con sometime. That'd be awesome. For the first day, was considering Sunday, then I saw the rain. Yeah, I got damn near drowned. So mask stayed safely in the car. Good call. Oh, nice. I'll have to take a look. How do I store my leather? So my scraps, bins, and everything else, all my hides that are rolled up, actually are in my workbench. So my workbench has slots in it. And I've got stuff right here that I can just pull out whenever I want. I can just reach over here, grab a hide, put it back. And then I've got some spots around the shop where I just stuff shit in a corner and hope that I remember that it's there every once in a while. So, oh, the axes turned out great, actually. The axes turned out great. Hell yeah. Got a little crap on them from blood and stuff, but yeah. Excellent. Pretty cool, actually. Actually, they're pretty cool. Maybe I should put them up here somewhere. Till it falls down and scares the crap out of me, maybe? That'd be cool, like that. Whoop. Stay. We'll see if they fall today. They turned out really cool. Yeah, I'll show you where I'm at on the wallet, which is pretty much done. But I've got to do the chain, and then I've got to do like me fucking blah blah blah. Look at my hand, isn't that lovely? That's what I'm talking about. My screwed up hands. And the Discord is through Patreon. I'm trying to think of a way to like mesh those two things, my Patreon and my YouTube. So I gotta figure that out. Maybe I should, I guess I could just, I don't know. I'll think about how I'm gonna do that. Dark Horse Workshop, so did you fix the gaps on the axe heads? I didn't do anything to them. I was fine with it. They were fine with it. You know, like, they've got that look, but that doesn't look out of the ordinary to me. You know? Doesn't look crazy. So, if that's what you're talking about, I think that's what you were talking about. I'm not fucking sure. Also, as soon as the our filming was done for the day, I shaved this off. Not off, but down to a reasonable, manageable level. You can post links here, I think. Unless it's like www.sexytime.com or something. I don't know. I could be wrong, which is... You could also... If it doesn't let you post links, you could always, like, type the word dot, www space dot space. You know, maybe that'll circumvent any craziness. They're all the same though. I gave one of the axes to the director, so the bloodiest one. When I killed the guy, we coated the axe and there was a lot of blood on it. And I'm like, you can have this one. You can clean it up if you want. You keep it. It's your gift from me. So, do you use industrial sewing machines for leatherwork? Yes, I do. I have 2 that I use, but the one I use them, I occasionally use them for YouTube stuff, but I'm trying to get away from that. I think it's much better long term to just painstakingly hand stitch something to show people that it can be done instead of just like, you know, and then I just sew this bag together in 20 minutes and you can hand stitch it for 5 hours. So when I'm doing props and costumes, I will often, not often, like almost all the time, unless I can't get away with it, I'll use my sewing machines. I've got a Leather Machine Co. Cobra Class 4, which is a Juki 441 knockoff, which you can sew through like 3/4 inch leather, and it'll even sew through plastic, which I've done with it before for shows and for reenactor stuff, costumes. And then I've got a Juki 1541 flatbed for like upholstery weight stuff. I kind of wish if I could add one more machine for sewing, it would be something with a very, maybe a patcher. Probably a patcher. something super with a super tiny cylinder arm, throat, whatever. Very small spot where you keep your bottom bobbin so you can like get right onto it and sew in different directions. McEwen won't be able to participate. He's working. That's fine. You could make a public section on your Discord with limited access and a dedicated channel for promoting your Patreon, then have a role assigned bot for Patreon. That's a good idea, James. My only issue, like giving people Discord access through YouTube for my memberships on YouTube is $1.99, and you know Discord is neat. It's neat. It's like a community where you're sharing stuff. But I don't think it's worth that much more. So I might just add it on. But I also don't know if I can just add stuff on to an existing membership thing or if I have to change everything around again. So we'll see. But I'm leaning, don't quote me on this, I'm leaning towards just saying members of YouTube can access Discord. Because it's kind of a bonus thing, really. And I go on there and I like stuff and I comment every once in a while, but mostly it's just a little community of people sharing their work and asking for tips from other people in a centralized spot. So I think it's not really at first I was worried about giving Discord access for $1.99 when I think my Patreon is $15 right now. But Patreon, they get like all sorts of other stuff, like patterns and artwork and stuff like that. So, yeah. Are you going to do a Japanese style project soon? Japanese style project? It's hard to say. I've never done a Japanese style project before. I could do like some kind of laced armor. Could be cool. Thanks. Glad you like the Patreon. I'm not sure how many people are patrons as well as channel members. That's pretty cool though. Does anybody here have long-term experience with organic olive oil to oil your leather, asks Trust. I don't have any experience with that. I've seen it mentioned a few times on different leather craft forums, but I can't remember if anybody said anything negative about it. I don't know. I just use neatsfoot oil, but I don't know the cost difference on those. Taco truck, pretty awesome. Yeah, like some kind of samurai armor would be cool. That'd be a really good idea, John. Yunala sent a link. Greetings, Sean. Thank you for becoming a supporter. Means a lot. You get little emojis. You get a green name. You get my undying thanks. Eventually, I'll have cool effects on here. I keep saying that. It doesn't happen. And eventually, you'll also get members-only stuff. So today, I was thinking of doing members-only for the first hour of this stream. Just because. Like, why not? But I didn't. So maybe next week. Maybe the first hour of streams will be members-only. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a members-only stream that's separate from the non-members stream. I have no idea. No idea. So, there you go. Yes, the drinking horn emoji is it's probably my favorite. Probably my favorite. So yes, if you're though it does seem just like it's a bunch of green names. If you're new here, it's $1.99 to become a member, a supporter of the Dark Horse Workshop YouTube channel, where I still don't really have a lot of direction and focus, but it doesn't seem to stop anybody from stopping by and saying hi. So we'll figure it out eventually. But at least I know how to ramble a little bit. I'm pretty good at rambling, at least to a camera. If you were all standing here, might be a problem. I work with paracord for whenever I'm doing lamellar for sport combat for the Society for Creative Anachronism. I exclusively use paracord because I really don't feel like relacing that stuff. If you're fighting in and with leather lace, not fun. So Do a how to save your hands with super glue stream. Maybe. Would have joined earlier had I realized I could become a member. I guess I don't advertise that enough, so that's shame on me. You're living on an olive farm. No wonder you should use olive oil. That's not a bad idea. I've heard of it. I think the forum is leathercrafter.net or leathercraft.net. They have a search function for their forum, obviously. Maybe go on there and check what people have to say about olive oil. That might be a good place to start instead of just randomly searching Google. Yeah, it's just a bulletin board type website, so it'll be very obvious that you're in the right place. And I could go find the link if I was interested. I might in a bit. Mag, I was watching your game stream, watching the in-game chat, and your toes curling gave me sore ribs from juggling. That's funny. Yeah. That was all right. I think my game stream next will be Call of Duty. I don't know if I've said this before. I've got a game stream. It's Freak Legion here. Go subscribe if you're into games. I haven't streamed a lot because it's tough to find the right time or the right game, and I have avoided playing my favorite game currently, which is Call of Duty, because I'm not great at it. But you don't have to be great. You just have to be okay and entertaining. You just got to be entertaining. I'm working on the entertaining part, but yeah, I'm okay for a 46-year-old gamer. Not terrible. Not terrible. I'm average. Yeah, I'm average. Don't get me wrong, unless you have something special planned for a member-only stream, it might be a good idea to wait till you have a bigger audience when streaming. Not trying to offend. Yeah, James, I was thinking of that too, but part of the thing with the stream is this is my day. Like my Friday, instead of working on a video, which is way more important for income for me, is to get that video done. It should be done today. It's not. I could easily take today, film up the wallet chain part, film me talking to the random shit part, and then I could edit it together and get it out. In fact, if I didn't stream, that video would have been out Tuesday because of all the others. I've been working on it for so many days, and since I started working on it, there's been 4 streams, and those days could have been used to finish off that video. So for me, like what's the worst case scenario if I say members only stream? First of all, that doesn't mean members can only watch it. It means only members can chat. That's the first part. So anybody can watch it. It's $1.99. So it helps me be able to come in here and stream without worrying about leaving projects behind that should be getting finished for other videos. It's a little like I wanted to test it. I'm not like every stream is going to be a member stream or every beginning hour is going to be a member stream. But I wanted to play around with it because for a lot of people they'll be like, "Oh, it's members only. Oh, it's $1.99. Oh, okay," and they'll just become members. You know, it's $1.99. For me, that's like man, what can you buy with $1.99 these days? Maybe a chocolate bar, maybe. So that's all I'm saying about that. I hear what you're coming for though. Like even McEwen was saying, I don't think you have enough people, and we actually do have 70 members, by the way, which is it's a fair number. But he was saying the same thing. He was like, I don't know if you have enough people for that yet. Like, whatever. It's not like I'm making a ton of money off streams. It's just fun. Something to do on Friday. Are you hand making the chain? Hell no, not hand making the chain. I bought some chain. I'll attach a clip to it, and I'll make a cool leather snap thing for over the belt. That'll be that. James says, if you like puzzle games, I just finished the Turing test. It's actually an engaging story and some nice puzzles. I don't play a lot of puzzle games, almost exclusively until I started live stream, which is funny. Well, I would do any games where you're fighting other players. So when I played Warcraft, I just did PvP. When I played Dota, well, it's Dota. Now I play Call of Duty. I tried playing Stray. I'm gonna get back into playing some Stray. I want to at least finish that game. But most of my stuff is I like conflict and competition. So sponsors. Trust Life says, or somebody sponsors a membership. Did I miss? I think I missed something else. 1 second. Trust Life. I'm using no. I missed something. Anyways. Is there a place to buy used tools like pattern stamps? I wouldn't know, other than like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace is where I would look. I've found stuff on there. I found leather tools on there. Yeah, shouting. Yeah, Chris. And on top of that, like the hanging out and learning part of that $1.99, you don't even have to pay the $1.99. It's just to chat. That's it. What'll happen is they'll join the stream. They'll be like, oh, I can't talk. Oh, it's members only. It's just like I have subscriber mode only on all the time. So you have to be a subscriber to chat. So you'll occasionally see people subscribe. There you go. But it's exclusively to chat. You can lurk and listen and watch. You just can't chat, which for some people that'll definitely turn some people off. But I think the majority of people either don't care, or they'll just pay $1.99 to chat. $1.99 to chat. It's like those giant streamers that have members only mode on all the time. Hell, some people don't even subscribe. They just do super chats and shit, I think. I don't know. James says, I stopped playing World of Warcraft because people kept ganking me. Then I found out I could turn it off. I didn't play for a few years. I don't like PvP. I love PvP. But I like World PvP even more, but it wasn't nobody really did any fun World PvP. So when they re-released Vanilla and there was World PvP for the first little bit, it was amazing until they released Battlegrounds, then it sucked. And I left again, which is good. Hey, my wife's here. Hi, Cynthia. Everybody say hi to Cynthia. Maybe some emojis of greeting would be great. A lot of streams do sub chat only to keep out the bots. I thought I was always doing sub chats only, but I seem to recall bots still getting in here. But we haven't seen a bot. This is the third stream without bots, I think. I think. Maybe the second, but it's just starting. I did do some filters to some word filters to try and stop the bots. So little emojis. So I'll show you the wallet. Little sneak peek at the wallet, which should be done, but it's not done. Whatever. Here's where we're at. It's a little tight. There we go. How's my focus? My focus is good. So it's a little mottled, but it looks kind of cool. I don't mind it. It's not like, it looks more like you're sponging the wall of your house to get a cool like textured look. I was tempted to enamel this and get it a little darker and then wipe away the top, but I have not done that. I'm not sure if I'll do that in the end. And then in the inside, we've got, in theory, we've got ID, some bills, and a couple spots for cards. You can double up the cards. You could probably get 8 cards in there if you wanted to. It is a face. It's Odin. It's a biker long wallet. Huh. So the little clip on your belt will be similar, almost identical, really. It'll be like this. So it'll go around your belt, and you can open it up, and there'll be a snap here, and there'll be a D-ring, there'll be a chain, and then there'll be a little clip, and it'll be great. And this pattern is available for this month on my Patreon. So I don't know how much the pattern is going to be yet, but it's under my Patreon subscriber thing. I could have said that better, or advertised it better. And on my Patreon, people usually get 2 patterns a month from my old patterns, and they get a couple pieces of art, sometimes a full art pack, and any pattern that I release during the month as well. For 15 bucks? Yes, 15 bucks. It's a good deal. Look at that bad boy. That's a fun cut right there. Anyways. Yeah. And the last few days, what else did I get around to? Oh yeah, I cleaned all my airbrushes. Just 3. I have 3 airbrushes. And I kept screwing them up and not cleaning them properly, so I took them all apart, cleaned them really good, got a new airbrush compressor, and I'm going to stop, for the most part, using paint guns for my finishes. I'm going to use airbrush for finishes, and I'm going to start doing some feathered dyeing. What did I do that on? I did some feathered dyeing on that pouch there. Not great. Oh, it's certainly dusty. Damn. I airbrushed this. Could have been better, but you can see like the dark tones on the edges. So I did a lot of just kind of airbrushing back and forth. Could be better, but I want to do more of that kind of stuff. So random ideas. Random ideas there, friends. Oh, did I show this last week? I don't think I did. So my they needed a Viking helm for that short film I was doing, and my friend Vic cut out all the parts and got everything ready for me to assemble. Like he dished them all and figured stuff out, bent them around for me to make this helmet. Hell yeah. There we go. It's a helmet. So I assembled it, and I attached the chain to the drape and sewed that all on, and yeah, pretty good. Had some riveted chainmail lying around. Anyways. So now I've got a helmet. I owe him money, actually. Not enough, it seems. He didn't charge me very much. Just wear it on stream while I'm working. James says, I love it. Looks great. And I love the dye job on the wallet. I love that it isn't uniform but slightly spotty. I hate when they do the water trick. I think it looks cheap and boring, but to each their own. Water trick. I'm not sure what you mean. You mean moisten the leather and then dye it? What do you mean water trick? Yeah, I got my axes back. Look at it. They're awkwardly placed. And -1 because I gave the director one. I got them back right away. They didn't need the axes. I've done a lot of chain, just butted chain with titanium rings and mild steel rings. That chain I took off a shirt I bought. That's riveted mild steel. No, it's riveted stainless steel, which is pretty cool. Every single link. It's flat ring. Riveted. Imagine that. Imagine having to do that. Like, come on. I'd lose my frickin' mind. Anyways, it's pretty dope. And I stitched all these all the way around onto this piece of leather. Did I read Ringlord somewhere? Yeah, Ringlord's a great source for sure. I think the Ringlord might have cut all the titanium rings for what was that show? Seventh Son. I helped make chainmail nets for Seventh Son, and they were made out of titanium. Not a fun ring to weave. Yeah, it would be cool to. I could like totally put something on there. Maybe a little horse nasal or something. I tried to repair a riveted chain hauberk once. Not fun. Not fun. Tiny little rivets. Not a good time. I wasn't really set up great for it, but it was not fun at all. Yeah, James Dean says, yeah, they moisten the leather and then dye it to get a uniform color. Personally, I think it looks a bit like Play-Doh when there is no texture. I've done some dyeing where I wet it and then I dye it, and it never really seems to turn out like I want it to. So we'll see. But another thing I want to do with my, well, it's very close. That's very, whoops. With this, so this brown on the front is the same brown as on the back. Yeah. So what's happened here is all this on the front is done with a paintbrush, and I'm like just getting a pretty light coat in there, and then I'm daubering on the outside edge. So that's, it's great, looks good, I like it. But then this is all done with a big piece of sheep's wool, so it just dyes right through. What is this little mark here? What is that? What is that? So it dyes really heavily. So what I wanted to do, I just decided to do, where's my little face? That's not my face. Okay, well that's not going to be on for now. Anyways, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to do that like feathered dark to light on all those all these back pieces. So, they would be really dark here, and then it would feather in towards a lighter middle. And I want to do that all with airbrushing. So look for that to be happening with projects soon, where I'm rocking an airbrush for color. So it'll be cool. Yup. John says, what's your family coat of arms? Me? Oh, I don't think I have a family coat of arms if you're asking me. Oh, Yunalith. I missed a comment from Yunalith. Oh. You have to use extremely little water, like 2 to 4 squeezes from a spray bottle. Well, I'll play around with that. It's a good idea. I love it. I'm always trying to figure out how to dye more evenly, especially when you have to paint around carving. When you airbrush dye, do you deglaze Vegetan? Do you oil the leather before or after you the dye job? I've never used any kind of deglazer for anything but removing finish. As far as oil, some people oil first, some people oil after. I would probably oil after, because that's what I've done in the past. And especially, I think in my mind, without checking and actually having any source, I think that if you oiled it first and you're airbrushing, because you're hitting it with such a light amount of pigment, it's going to be hard to get the color saturated at a decent rate. I would think. Don't quote me on that. I would think so. Because you're putting on such a light coat of dye, you can build it up, but it's still light. Definitely lighter than a freaking sponge. I would want to oil after. But that's what this experimenting is for. you figure a topic subject where we can all give suggestions and you build it? Possibly. That's tough. Like I'm pretty focused on what I usually want to do. Do you just mean build it on stream? So far, my builds on stream have not been very organized, but I'm not very organized in general. So, Lacey says coloring with an airbrush is so awesome. I started doing it and didn't turn back. Lol, getting the shade variation with the coloring gives some wonderful textures. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. And now that I've got 3 airbrushes, I've got 1 siphon feed and 2 gravity feeds. So my siphon feed is going to be for my finishes, which I've heard you should probably split, cut a 50-50 water and to your finish if you're doing like an acrylic finish, which is what I did on the back of this. This is airbrushed finish, 50% water, 50%, which one was it? Angelus Matte Resin. I think it's a resin. And I probably could have done a second coat, but it seemed all right, so I'm just going to leave it. Not stressing. John says, "What's up and coming for new project builds?" Is that a question, or is that a continuation of your statement about people giving suggestions and then I build it? Because I do ask for suggestions lots. I've occasionally asked members of my channel for suggestions or my Patreons for suggestions. Really, I should have a more organized list. I know I want to do a head-of quiver, so that's been on my mind for a while. So I'm probably going to finish this long wallet and then do a head-of quiver, which is a Viking find. I'm going to try and do it as period as possible with modern tools. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Head to be quiver. And then after that, I don't know. I should have a nice big list somewhere, like an organized person, but I fucking don't. So there we go. Yeah, so a living history Viking reenactor was commenting on my Burka pouch. He was mentioning how it's too big, and there's some issues with my Burka pouch as far as its historical accuracy. And I was like, oh, cool, okay, thanks for the feedback. Because I was like, this is a historical... I was very happy with the historicalness of it. There's some flaws in my logic. But I asked him what's a good historical build I can do with lots of documentation. He's like, do the head of quiver. I'm like, okay, well, sounds great. So that'll be a thing. And my other quiver pattern was super popular. Maybe this one will be popular too. I can't even remember what the head of quiver looks like. I think it's got a bit of cylindricalness to it. Tuff says, I'm going to try to get that crossbow bolt quiver this weekend. We'll see how it goes. I'll chop down your pattern. Sounds good. I can't wait to see it. That'll be awesome. It'll look like the head of quiver. Just take a second to Google it. HEDEBY quiver. That's what it'll look like. Magnus, I have a ton of suggestions, but now I need to buy some straps to... You know what? I'm going to get some paper. We're going to do a little list. And you guys are going to have to hold me accountable to both the list and its location. All right? So I'm going to put the list in that chest and then promptly forget about it. So you will have to remind me on stream when we're next week, what's going on. Maybe we can even talk about, like, do a little polling. I'm liking this idea, actually. It's not a bad idea. I'm getting some paper. I'm intrigued. Very intrigued. Very intrigued. A little bit of paper. The big list of fun. That's not a good name. Top of the list, a head to be quiver. For your wallet, did you use any blockout for the die? No, I did not. No. Because it's just going to die in from the edge anyways. Like, unless I'm a super ninja with, like, some kind of resist on there. Like, it's just going to, as soon as you touch into the edge, it's going to try and get down into everything else. So I just paint very carefully and do a lot of praying. There are some spots here where I painted over, so I will paint carefully, like as close as possible, do all the little inner bits, trying not to drop a bunch of dye on it. And then I'll do the outside with the dauber, go around the edge. But like occasionally something overlaps a bit, and after I have put my, even after I put my finish on, I painted this little tiny beige paint. One sec. I'm waiting for somebody to pick something up, so. YouTube membership integration with Discord. Oh, thank you. Awesome. I'm excited for that. And you know, honestly, sorry, let me look at this. I looked up Head to Be Quiver, and the second option shown is a Dark Horse Workshop Etsy pattern. Well, that's very funny. That is not a Head to Be Quiver, for sure. Have you ever used resist? I use resist all the time. All the time. This is all resisted. Carve it. Paint all your little bits with your dye. Put your resist on it. Put your antique on it. Rub away all the excess antique. Put another coat of resist on it, which is just your finish. That's your finish. And then touch up with paint, tiny little spots. I could put the paint first. I don't know if it would discolor the paint when I put the resist on, so I like to just, the paint is the color. I don't have to worry about it. And stuff. All right. I'm going to write down Head to Be Quiver. Just to have it listed here. Nice little Head to Be Quiver. If somebody has already shouted out something, shout it out again because I missed it. 1 second. DVE should be camera 2. Let me see if I can fix this. Yeah, there we go. Fixed it. Omar says, amazing. Glad you like it. Aw, Yanela, thanks. For my armor and the rigging. What is your least favorite technique in leatherworking you don't like doing but have it? Hand stitching. Takes 1,000 times longer than using a sewing machine. So it's definitely hand stitching. Don't like hand stitching. If I didn't have sewing machines, maybe I wouldn't realize the difference. But because I do, I certainly realize the difference. Do you get ideas from museum artifact picks? Not as much as I should, but like for instance, that helmet was very specifically, if you look up Viking helmets with some like historical museum, maybe that's one of the ones you'll that's one of the ones you'll find. So occasionally I do. My little wallet I did, my Gokstad pouches I did, I've looked at, like, 1 sec. Where are my little Gokstads? Like this little pouch thing is based off of a grave find. Now there's two versions of this. There's this one. I'll find the other one. One second. And there's these ones. Now, the grave find where the remnants of these were found, no, you have to guess. You kind of got to guess how they were put together. So this one you'll see a lot of. I've done little bits to it for the hell of it, but this is the Goksted, G-O-K-S-T-A-D pouch. And if you look up the actual find for this, you'll see that how do they figure out what that is? So people guess that this might be it. Well, maybe. But somebody said that this is probably how it's done. It's like a folded pouch. Can go up onto, hang from something. And then it's got spots that fall down with gravity and you can reach in and grab stuff. Or you can dump it out really easily. I don't know. But anyways, yes. So yes, I do occasionally look at museum documents. Not as much as most people. A lot of my stuff is like fantasy inspired and medieval inspired and Viking inspired. James says, that's what I did wrong. I need to buy some resist. The antique is way too powerful without. I antique stuff forever without a resist. Not what you're supposed to do. You can do that, but that's not the whole point. The point is to put a resist on, all the antique presses into all the cracks, and you wipe away the excess, and then you put a finish on it. That's always the plan. So when I realized that, I was like, okay, I wish I'd known that a long time ago. James, 100% hand stitching does look better. 100%. But when you're trying to make a living off it, like if I charge what I charged for hand, man, like I charge a lot, and I would charge the same price for hand stitching. I don't fuck around, and that would be an incredibly expensive item for somebody. So I could be, I could give them an option. Would you like this pouch for? This is just an example. Would you like this pouch for $150 or would you like it for $700? That's a terrible example. A pouch is a bad example. A quiver or something bigger where there's more hand stitching. Pouch wouldn't be that extreme. It might double it or triple it though with hand stitching. It just takes forever. Like sewing machines so fast. Dark Horse Workshop, I just bought membership, so in a few days my gift membership is over. It's all good. What about making one of those Roman gladiator leather armors that I like? That is like plates that go from shoulder to wrist. A manica? I think it's a manica. I'm going to put that on the list. Not sure if it'd just be a bunch of plates, but manica arm. Tufts says, I'm going to have to hand stitch that quiver. I find it relaxing though. Sit and watch TV and stitch away. That's cool. Nothing wrong with hand stitching. I just, when I'm trying to, like, my hands are destroyed, and they have been pretty bad for a couple of years, so it doesn't help me, my wanting to hand stitch. Have you ever come across any Viking-related artifacts from antique shops? Can't say that I have. I don't go into a ton of antique shops, though, so there's that. See? I was on it. Manica. Manica. We've got a head-to-be quiver. We've got a manica. I'm gonna put another wallet in. Probably will be a while before I do it, but like kind of like a normal wallet, like a trifold or something. Trifold wallet. I got a new little compressor here. If anybody cares, I care, so I'm going to show it to you guys. Look at this action. Beautiful. It's beautiful. And it only fires up. Let's see if I've got an easy... Not really. Oh, I could do this. Put it back here. Do I have... Oh my god. So it... Nice low rumble while I... And it stops. Play with the PSI, etc. Got a good little spot for... It's super quiet. It's nice. Anyways. That's the Smart Jet Pro. Probably a little excessive for what I needed, but I'll have that for somebody will inherit that from me. I'll die and somebody will get that. It'll last forever. So. Reading. My son-in-law is a Swedish Viking descendant. I can see if they have anything lying around he can steal from his family estate. That's a great idea. Oh yeah, it's definitely hard on the sausages. I really need to make the pinky guard soon, and it's only been 2 years. If I'm hand stitching a ton of stuff, James, I'll tape my fingers up. I feel like Brad's lurking around here somewhere. Bradley. Have I done any forging? Barely. I've hammered out some shield bosses with some heat before. I wouldn't call it forging. I think I've hammered over like a stake, like a tent stake. It's been a while. I want to do some more metal stuff, but yeah, not right now. Don't have the space to do it because this is a big tinderbox building. No welding or forging in this building. Hey there, Aiden. I'm starting some etching. I have to make the ferric chloride though, as it seems it's too dangerous to sell or make here. Really? That's weird. It's a little strange, but that's okay. Trifold wallet. We got head-to-be quiver, manica arm, trifold wallet. What else could I do? I could just check what's my most popular stuff and make a different thing of it, but... For movie props, have you tried any foam? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever tried foam for any movie props. I'm the guy people go to for leather movie props. So, not very often that I would ever even encounter the option for foam. I saw someone tool with a wood burner before. Have you used one? Are they good or hard to use? Wood burners are pretty easy to use, but it's gonna stink like a fucking ugh. Like I wouldn't want to, but hey, people do different things. I'm sure that there's people making money off of wood burning leather. That doesn't sound like something that would be fun for me. Dark Horse Workshop, I need to buy your gorget and bracer templates, so I need to remember that myself. That was in regards to what? I can't even remember. What do we got? What should I make? Any ideas? Any ideas? James Dean says, talking of forging, I finally submitted my sharp weapon application to the police. What? What the hell is that? Okay, so I can start my sword collection. Hope it gets approved. I want to make and buy swords. What the hell is a sharp weapon application? Yeah, ferric chloride is in electronic stores. I was going to mention that. That's also where I find my P&P blue paper. Though I need to get a different printer again because my printer choices have always sucked for doing it. I just somehow have gotten away with bad printers for that transfer paper. The leather, a claymore strap? Specifically from Braveheart? Damn, that's pretty cool. Claymore strap. I'll need a claymore. I know where I can find one. That's a good one. That's something that I can sink my teeth into. Make a gambeson out of leather? Like a padded leather gambeson? My hand stitching it? James says, I live in Denmark. It is illegal to own weapons of any kind, even pepper spray, so you need to submit an application to the police and get permission. That's nuts. But, hey, do what you gotta do. I'm sure you'll get approved. It'll be great. You'll have a nice little sharps collection. What do I got going on here? A little hair? What is this? What is this? Jesus. Give me a break. A leather gambeson would weigh like 900 pounds, wouldn't it? I have plans. I do have plans for a leather padded gambeson. And they don't weigh 900 pounds. I just gotta use the right leather. Don't go crazy with the leather and you should be okay. I was thinking of making one a little while ago, but never got around to it. So I do have plans for one. It's like a, is it a gambeson or is it more like a padded armor? More like padded armor than gambeson, I guess. But it is padded, and it is kind of quilted. Have you ever tried fencing? I have. I did fencing a long time ago. I did some like rapier stuff. Viking carving phone case. like it. Thank you. Yeah, RK, that's probably right. Padded leather armor. Quilted leather armor. I would use suede instead, and gamisons are quilted material with padding. Yeah, I know what gamisons are. I'm just, it is a quilted material. It's quilted leather. I wouldn't use suede though. Suede will suck up all the moisture with not even like, there's nothing you can do to stop suede from taking up moisture. It's why you don't wear suede shoes out in the rain. You can put a finish on lots of different leather and it'll protect it from moisture. You can't do it with suede because of all the fibers. Impossible. Like pretty much impossible. So it'll just suck up everything. You will sweat in it and it will just log the hell out of it. You'll be swimming in it. And you'll be like, oh, well, it seems soft. Won't be soft for after you've sweated it for a bit. It won't be soft. It will be abrasive. It'll turn into sandpaper. Yeah, okay, well, with gamisons in the Society for Creative Anachronism, gamisons are some padding under your armor. So it's a quilted cotton batting kind of deal. It doesn't have a ton of layers of linen or anything. It's not trying to protect from any puncture. It's just trying to pad somebody up. So in my brain, it's just for a padded leather gamison would just be the same thing, but the linen is leather. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture real quick. Can't find it. Not a big deal though. A friend of mine is a handyman and wants me to make them a work apron. Split legs, you can climb in attics with it. Have you thought about making a work apron? I have thought about it, but I never write it down, so let's do that. I don't know if I would ever wear one. I'm just like bad with that kind of stuff. The only thing I really use in mine is my freaking wallet. So, for regular daily use, that is, my wallet. Work apron's a good idea, though. I've never made any tunics. I get other people to make tunics for me. I'm not a... There's a whole different world of measurements involved in tunics. One second. There we go. Just a reminder, everybody, that if you want to become a member of this stream, you can go down there and hit the join button. It's $1.99 a month. You get emojis, a green name, never-ending thanks, maybe some membership-only perks, like member-only chat sometime, but not today. Also, probably adding Discord, like we were talking about earlier. Or if you don't feel like becoming a member, you could always super chat, give a little tip, a little super sticker, which is also the same kind of thing as a, what the hell happened? Oh my God. Camera, go switch into another camera. All right. As I spiel, it goes off. I gotta check my cam in a second here. One moment. I don't know why I went off. Just in the middle of my great epic rant there? Come on. Like, geez. I know why it went off. I've got a backup camera here as my main camera today because I fried, in case you didn't, nobody else heard, I fried my $1,800 Sony a6600 by putting a steel leg of a chair through its cable on the ground and fried it. So it's getting repaired. A little expensive. I think the repair is, it might be able to be repaired, and it's going to cost me $700 to see if that is possible. Oh well. White Horse Workshop. I don't use enough tooling stamps, Jeeves, so that's not necessarily a terrible idea. Adding stuff to this, little tool roll. So why that went out is I got a different cable setup for how that's brain not working. It's got a different cable for the battery, for the extended power on it. Probably go out again. I'll just have to turn it back on. So yeah, I put my chair leg through the cable, sparks went everywhere, and it kind of exploded. And it smelled like burnt camera. So it's gonna suck. If it's dead, I don't know if I buy another A6600 or if I just get another one of these A6100s. Not sure. But yeah, it really sucked. Really sucked. James says, oh yeah, I have to make a new phone case. I just ordered the new iPhone. Dang it, I have to be creative. Maybe going with a pouch design instead of a wallet case this time. It has to be easily accessible. Yeah, see, that's another thing. Like, I don't have a phone case, like a carrying case at all. You know, I've got a protective thing over it, but I just put it in my pocket. Put it in my pocket. All the stuff I could have like a cool clip-on thing. But no, just put it in my pocket. Yeah, I was going like A61, A64, or A66. I can't remember what the added bit of. I think the A66 it wasn't an eye tracking thing. I can't remember. I don't think there's enough of a difference between. I think I honestly probably just got the A6600 because it sounded like the best possible one was in my budget. When I probably don't even need that one. These A6100s are great. They shoot 4K. They do 30 frames. They do slow mo. Oh, I think the slow-mo was better on the 66. I think the slow-mo was... I think you could do 120 frames a second at 1080p? I could be wrong. Can't remember for sure. I could be wrong. But like when I'm going to shoot some B-roll with it, sure. But I don't really do a lot of B-roll. I'd like to do more B-roll. That would be fun. Yeah, you know, you don't think putting a chair through a cable on the ground is going to destroy the camera. That's a little extreme. But is what it is. I shall survive. I'm going to check to see if I have any beverages in the fridge. Speak amongst yourselves and stuff. I do. It's not a very good beverage, though. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, for sure. Make sure you like the stream to appease the algorithm. I like it. Very much so. Yeah, it sucks. Hi, it really sucks. But I'll live. I got my health. I don't need to cry too much about lost parts of stuff. Oh, and then my video switcher to change cameras, it died 2 days later. But it's under warranty still. It just died on its own. So Oh, I was gonna do a shoulder with like a hot guard or whatever. Shoulder with hot guard. Hot. I don't know. I can't believe that happened. When you were gone, something amazing happened. What? I don't even know what that means. Project idea, belt or back straps with axe loop holsters. Pack. Strap. Axe rig. I need to sneeze. I need to sneeze. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, I don't have any rum or Coke, actually. The Super Lazy Friday stream. Yeah, I gotta start playing with these real quick here. For some fun dying. It'll be good. Hoping tomorrow to get started on my next project. Set of greaves and vambraces and a chest plate 3 months from now. It's probably gonna be me is probably gonna be cursing current me. Nice. Frame backpack. What the fuck is a frame backpack? I'm gonna write it down. And then once we've got a good selection of stuff, I can start like doing polls, and then we can vote them off. Vote which one it gets to be number one. Medieval sandals. Stygian. And I'm going to put here, or Roman, because those are some really cool Roman ones that like kind of come up nicely and wrap your foot with like a big weave on it. Could be fun. Gonna do some carving on this project. I think that's gonna be my biggest error / learning area. Tuff says it's a leather strap backpack with a frame box setup. It can haul things like rocks and timber. Put a little note on that. Carry rocks and timber. Rocks and timber. Everyone, when starting a new project, screw you, future me. This is neat. Very true. I'm liking this wallet, though. And my edges are super nice. The one thing I gotta remember to do is advertise. I know like most people are just gonna make their own stuff, but I gotta advertise that the stuff that I make is for sale. Like I'm not gonna use this wallet. My wallet is tiny. I don't need this freaking thing. I gotta just make sure in my video, future me editing the video, make sure you mention the wallet is for sale on your website, as well as everything else you've built. Because if I could just sell the item for sure that I build every time I make a video, and if I did a video every week, unlikely, but you never know. Maybe I could make an extra $1,000 a month, maybe, probably in selling stuff. Not bad. Please do more drinking horn projects. The one I see you do, I don't believe you describe how to attach the metal plug on the end. Would like to see a horn stand and horn mugs. My wife does a bunch of drinking horn stuff, like decorative stuff on drinking horns. I need to do, that is a video I need to do. Is it called finial? Is it called finial? Finial for horn. So I did some bronze work for a friend of mine for his horn. And I've done a strap for it, and I did the bronze work for it. But I want to do, I think it's called a finial. Google would tell me, but I'm just gonna just randomly say it. I want to do like an end bit for it at the point, but I want to carve it in wax and do like a lost wax bronze casting and mount it, because I've never done that and it would be cool. McEwen Handcraft has arrived. Everybody, please give a round of applause to McEwen. That reminds me, I have a bunch of more emoji slots to do emojis for this channel. I'm gonna start just throwing them in willy-nilly, because I don't. But like, I had the other ones custom made, and it cost me a little bit of money to get custom emojis. If anybody has some ideas, just send them my way. Send them to info@darkhorseworkshop.com. Or even just emoji ideas, because I'm pretty good graphic artist when I have time. We could even do an emoji ideas list. Honestly. Well, we weren't bored. This is actually, we've been chatting a lot. It's, you know, we're not peaking out at like a crazy amount of viewership, but we're having a good conversation. So we're talking, we got a list. It's a list. Head-to-be quiver, manica arm, trifold wallet, claymore strap from Braveheart, phone case with some pretty dope Viking carving, work apron. We got maybe a tool roll, shoulder armor with hot guard on it, backstrap axe rig. I think I got that right. A frame backpack for carrying rocks and timber. Medieval sandals, either a Stygian or Roman style, or both. And I just added a finial, I think it's called a finial, for the horn that I did for a friend of mine. I want to do a lost wax cast and bronze finial. So here you go. Yonala says they're going to send me some emojis. Just make sure that they are not random emojis found on the internet, because that's not how that works. I can't just steal emojis. If it wasn't because international shipping, that it was just her birthday a few months ago, I might buy some for my blood sister. She has bookmarked pretty much all of your patterns on Etsy. Well, the patterns are digital. You don't have to worry about shipping. It's digital. You just buy them, download them, and send them to her. Boom. Problem solved. Beautiful. I'm amazing. $9.99 from the Omar peeps. Greetings, Omar. Hopefully you're having a great day. We're having a little chat here today. Nice to see you. I have never done a helmet. Oh, a leather helmet. I could do a leather helmet, totally. I've done one a long time ago. But I kind of want to do a steel helmet after seeing this damn thing, right? Should be fun. And Yenilith, I haven't seen them, and I'm a picky guy. I don't know if I'll use them, but if you want to send some my way, maybe I will. It'll be awesome. Dog collar or harness for the puppy. Nice. Harness would be cool. Harness would be cool. Yeah. Dog collar, harness, yes, for sure. Oh yeah, Gary said that they have made a leather manica. How was that process? Did you enjoy it? Or did it drive you crazy? You ever done basket weaving with leather? I have. It's been a while. I haven't done like a basket with basket weaving, but you know, like over under weaving I did on Warcraft for the elf armor has some weaving on it. It's really big weaving, but it does have some. James said, "Oh, see, there goes my camera again." I don't know what's going on with it. 1 second, guys. One moment. Checking all my plugs. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's very weird. The USB was a little loose. Maybe that was it. Invoke my name and darkness will fall upon the land. Copyright friendly versions of some of your favorite props that you've made. Be tough. It would be tough. I like the concept. Oh, mask. I'm gonna do a leather mask. Might get my wife in here to help with it because she did the one for the show. What show was it? Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew? I think it was Nancy Drew. She did the one for Nancy Drew with my supervision. So might get her in here to work on a new leather mask, which would be pretty cool. That copyright friendly versions of props, your favorite props, it'll be very different. It'll just be the same technique to make the mask, but it'll be a totally different mask. So that's okay. Look at us just chatting the day away. Let me check something here with my analytics. Up to 32 max viewership. Not as many as usual, but it is just a chatty stream with my lamest thumbnail to date. Yeah, Raven would be really cool. A leather carving frame. That's a really good idea. I'm a fan of that idea. I'm gonna see if I've the person that was supposed to stop by. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna stop by today. Do you own a cast iron medieval outdoor cookware set? Just curious. No. I camp very light. I go scavenge from friends or just buy food when I go to events. The frame idea is good. It's not really a sellable pattern, but it's just a nice like a video that I can just do. Well, I guess I could. That's not true at all. I could easily sell a leather frame pattern with design for people to put on their own crap in. So their own great stuff, not crap. Their own great stuff. Look at those awkward little axes wanting a home. I did buy some in other random news that most of you won't care about. I bought some gloves today to try and so my hand, when I'm doing my rattan fighting, they will hopefully be a little bit better protected. And I went with random conversation, I know. I went with drum roll. These lovely items. These beautiful leather palm, but like sweat wicking batter's gloves. They're super thin, so looking forward to that. And they're XXLs, and they fit me, which is great. I am in the Society of Creative Anachronism, which is not a LARP, it's not a role-playing game, but it is very similar. It's, you're dressing up and you're putting on armor and you're fighting your friends. But there isn't like an overarching story. You're still yourself. You have a different name, but you're still yourself. You're just hanging out. I'm Magnus, the Viking guy. So the wallet pattern is available on Patreon now. I released a version of it last month because I wanted to get it out there to make sure I got it to people. But because I haven't officially released it yet, it will be released as well this month. So yes, 100% it will be. I released a prototype if I'm like, I gotta get this out for people, just because if I release it and people leave Patreon, as long as they have the link, they can still download it. So if I update that pattern, they can grab it from my Patreon if they've left Patreon. So yes, 100%. I also got this other stuff while on my thinking about my hands, and it might be interesting to some of you if I know where the hell it went. Oh, here it is. This stuff. Lizard skin wrap. It's like a tennis wrap. In theory, it's for hockey. Lots of the tennis wrap, it's like super padded. There's two versions of the tennis wrap I find. There's the padded one with a strip just down the middle of tape. So it gets a little weird. It's both too bulky and doesn't stick very well. And then there is the tennis wrap that has no stick except for the beginning and end. So you just wrap it all around. It's super thin. There's no padding, but it flops around and gets weird. I think that stuff's the over wrap. And there's this stuff, which I have not even opened, which has got full sticky back, 0.5 millimeter thick. I can wrap my sword handles in it. So that should be fun. Just adding more cost to my basket hilts. I wonder how sticky it is. This little bit here. Anyways, more random stuff. Jason asked about the wallet. Yes, 100%. If you want something meditative, you could make a realistic dog head, like the one I sent you last time. I watched scratching in the fur with an X-Acto blade. It's really chill. I'll have to take another look at that. Mag, pick an item from the drawing you have on the wall behind your left shoulder. That's a classic image. Yeah. Pretty cool. A lot, like all this could be done in leather and made to look like steel. Those like long gauntlets with, I could do like a long gauntlet like she's got here with like hand protection that goes down the forearm as well. Could be good with some little flair to it. Yep. The death of Sturm Brightblade at the hands of Kitiara. So sad. That's Lorana. That's Lorana Thalis standing guard over Sturm. And in theory, Kitiara is over here on Sky, the blue dragon, having just myrtleized Sturm. Which you later find out they had a kid together. Awkward. James says, I have recently started making a stamp holder for traveling. It's just a plate with 4 straps sewn together at increments with enough spacing for the straps to hang. Stamps to hang. Cool. I appreciated that joke just fine. I actually reposted it to my gamer Discord. It was pretty funny, actually, McEwen. Ugh, split. I'm a bit of a Dragonlance nerd. I need to read some more Dragonlance books, or just reread the old ones. Maybe I like them a lot. I like them a lot, and I don't read a lot anyways, so whatever. It's all good. I am very excited about these gloves, though. I rarely have gloves fit me so perfectly. I'm like, and I've never bought a pair of extra large gloves. I mean, extra. These are XXLs. But they fit good. Yeah. They fit amazing. You know, there's not even any, like, nothing. They're perfect. They're perfect! Success. I should wear them all the time. Maybe my fingers won't be screwed up. Oh, right, there's a McEwen. We gotta do a McEwen emoji? We do. He's like, how many guests have I had? I've had Brad on here, I've had a puppy on here, and I've had McEwen on here twice. I think we need an emoji for him. How long until you reveal the reveal of Cynthia's mask? On the show? It really depends on how they're like I can probably figure it out right away here. When does Nancy Drew start again? Oh, there it goes again. What's going on? I don't get it. Don't get it. And it was fine for a while there. Now it's just gone bananas on me. I'm gonna actually solve this problem right now, you guys. Here. 1 second. Problem solving. This camera's going off. 1 second. battery swap. This freaking thing out of here. Stay tuned for more from what the hell's going on. Let's see. Darkness. There. Art in the dark. I just pulled the battery. I put the... So like what happened when I destroyed that one camera, I destroyed also the dummy battery. So I don't have an extra dummy battery, which means I put a regular battery in and then plug a charger into it. So that's probably just fucking with it. So there's no sizzle. It's just wiggle more than anything. Arm guard with knuckle guard. Like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing would be cool too. Arm guard with knuckle guard. I wonder if I can charge this. What's going on with this camera? Yeah. Boink. Pull this. Get rid of that freaking thing. Repairs and charging on the air. Always good. Come on, bud. There we go. Now I can put this over here and charge it. One sec. I think, so, the battery issue is... The battery is dead, but I have a charger going into it, so it kind of keeps it alive, but I think that's the problem. It like just kind of it's so out of juice that it died. But now I've got a dummy battery in this camera, and now I'm going to plug into the other camera to charge it. Figuring crap out as I go. Let's just put you right over here, right in frame. Look at that. Charge the day away. Little camera. There we go. 'Tis charging. Everything's plugged in good. Magic. Magic. You know what it says? Because I need a full arm guard with dragon scales, but my character only has 3 large fingers, so hence the knuckle guard. Ah. Maybe a steampunk inspired leather project, John says. Why did I open this beer? I hate Pilsners. Ugh. Okay, done. Not drinking that anymore. Terrible. Terrible. Man, we've almost got like 2 hours of just shooting the shit under our belt. That's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible, I must say. I don't know what else I'm doing tonight. I gotta finish filming this thing. Getting close to finishing it. I'm going to... The wallet clip bit is all I have to do. It'll be fine. That would be awesome too, but nothing steampunk about my build. Well, you can do whatever you can always modify stuff to make it however you want it to, whatever you want it to look like. Later, Robert. try and relax and take it easy. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, yeah, Trust says the sheath for your dad's knife. Yeah, good call. Barbarian leather with fur. I could do like a fur trimmed studded barbarian belt. Yeah? To start it off. And maybe some like Conan style short cuffs. That's all you need. And then a fur set of fur underwear and you're good to go. Belt, cuffs, barbarian. Chris says, email us out your Discord too if you want to two-way chat and hear some funny accents. Could be good. I gotta figure out how to set that whole bit up. I got an email about it, so did you send it to me, Chris? Yeah. Let me check my stuff. Oh, it's Ariana. Sync YouTube account with Discord account by going into user side and connect. And you'll find all the streamers you join right in the connections. Okay. All right, I'll definitely get on some YouTube to Discord stuff. That'll be good. More wood stuff would be interesting, John. I want to do like a bench or a chair or a chest. All that would be very cool. I'd like to really do like a Viking style proper chest. Yeah, I saw that stuff. So much sweat, but it's going to look awesome, says James. What were you working on again, James? I lose track of stuff. We've got one new member today. Not our best day, but that's okay. I'm not gonna cry. I shall survive. We do have mostly people. Hey, Daniel Simonas, greetings. Thanks for subscribing, and welcome to our little chat today, where I am just rambling a lot. If you have any questions, you're new, feel free to ask them. We're just shooting the shit right now. Is generally what's happening. A catapult. My ex-studio mate, Levi Woods of Drawbridge Props. You can find him on here as both Drawbridge Props. He has a channel. He hasn't done anything on it in a while. And he has Drawbridge Finance, which is his main channel. He does a bunch of financial advice. But I think he's got video footage of his trebuchet he built firing on his, I think it's on his props channel. It'll be Drawbridge Props. I think he has it there. I don't know why he wouldn't. That seems like a logical place for that to be. He had a trebuchet. Ballista. I don't know if I would need to be making any catapults or ballistas or trebuchets. Seems like a lot of work for something that I can't really sell a pattern for. That's not the only thing that I need to be doing, but that's the smartest thing to be doing. Like 3 people buy my frickin' ballista pattern. James says it was the fur on the belt. So much belly sweat. Also, Viking chest with leather carved reinforcement straps. Pretty solid idea there. I like it. Can't really say it's not a great idea. I like it. I could also just do wood carving on it as well. I could do some, like, I haven't done a lot of wood carving. What's the worst that could happen if you made a ballista? I could kill somebody with it. Probably is the worst possible thing. I could accidentally injure somebody with a ballista. Seeing him fire his trebuchet though is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. This stuff's $0.5 mil, eh? This crazy stuff I got for my handle. 0.5 millimeter. Oh, I'm sure I'd have fun. I just don't know how long I'd finish the little box. Oh my god. The little box. See, now I don't have a camera, don't have above camera right now because the battery's charging. The little box is still hanging out on this piece of wood, but I should finish it and do a pattern for it. Little box. Love it. Little box. I'm going to underline that one because I can get that one done pretty quick. Such a cute little box. Can't finish it right now. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. But it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool little box stitching while everybody instructs me how to do stuff. It was an entertaining stream. You can make a small scale catapult, miniature catapult, maybe. Yeah, that little box I'll finish. What'll probably end up with that little box is I'll start it from scratch again and just do a video on it. I can finish it right now, I just don't really want to. My fingers are very sore. I didn't want to do much today, actually. Yeah, like the splits are brutal. And I couldn't finish it anyway, so it would just take me forever. And I only have one camera, so I could sit here and work. I guess I could work on it while you guys just talk, and you guys could not see what I'm doing at all because of my other camera's charging. But is what it is. That reminds me, I thought I ordered a second battery. Random thought. I thought I ordered another battery for my new A6100. So I'm a little confused at how I don't have it because it was Amazon. It should be here by now. Amazon dot whatever. Let's take a look at where the hell it is. On the air, random Amazon checking. Dark Horse Workshop, if you want to do some wood carving, there's a guy named Doug Linker on YouTube. He's Canadian, and he has some interesting techniques. I'm going to write that down. Thank you. Doug Linker. Wood carving. What's that for? Who's vibrating my phone? James sent me a message, some of the ideas we talked about. Okay. We got the frame backpack as well in here. All right. Oh. I don't know if Brad is watching, but he wanted me to ask, my other studio mate, Brad was wanting me to ask if people would be interested in a product photography stream, because he does photography and he's a leather worker, and he was thinking that maybe we could combine forces and we could do a little stream on how to do product photography, because lots of people have really terrible photography for their products. Mine aren't great either. Mine are okay. Have you seen Viking tents from Panther Pavilion? Long ago, I see their work. Not sure if they are around. My beams for my Panther Pavilion tent are up there, and my tent is over there. So yes, I have an A-frame from Panther Pavilion. What was I doing? Oh, Amazon. Where's my cable? Where is my cable? Track and manage your orders. Arriving Wednesday. Really? Like I ordered this how long ago? It shipped? It's out? Yeah, okay. Whatever. I shall survive. You can't really see my tent. It's like packed up, like it's beam. You'd be looking at, oh, here's some wood and here's a pile of fabric. I just don't know how we would set up a product photography stream very well. We could try. I'm sure Brad's got some ideas, or he wouldn't have suggested it. He's also probably listening right now. Yell at me if you're listening, Brad. I don't even know if I have any photos of it. It's just a plain A-frame white, off-white tent. Does anybody have any more suggestions for builds? Oh, I stretch my back. Yeah, see? He has ideas. He just screamed at me. He heard me. He is watching. Good. You have ideas, Brad. That's very good. Oh, that's for the top. Interesting. Really? So thin. We've got sandals on this list. I might be interested in doing some footwear sometime, but my hands are not fans of turn shoes. Did Vikings make use of any type of pottery? I would assume so. I haven't really even thought about digging into actual historical information. I'm almost certain. I would say 99.9% yes, because it seems like something that would easily come about naturally, and they would figure it out, or they would soon learn about it. Whatever. Pretty basic. If they can, the other stuff they can make, I'm sure they can make some pottery. I'm almost 100%. I've seen people that are doing historical Viking stuff that have pottery. So, yes. I'm just going to say yes. Yes. We're going to edit out the last bit. 100%. Yes, they did. Have you heard of Skill Tree? I have. Kit's got some cool vids and does leatherworking amongst other things. Maybe you guys could team up for a vid. I just don't understand the point of Skill Tree. It kind of... Like, I have never gone to Skill Tree for anything because YouTube has everything. Like, why would you go to Skill Tree and pay for something when you can just watch it on YouTube? That's how I feel about it. But I don't know. It just doesn't... It's not something that makes sense to me, but I'm sure it's a successful business, so people must know what they're doing over there, right? Oh, I wanted to make a head-to-be bag as well. Thank you. Tote bag, head-to-be bag, tote bag. Tote bag, head-to-be bag. Bag, maybe a haversack. Spelled wrong, probably. make mead. Old traditional Viking food recipes. Oh, it's a YouTube channel as well. Okay, but then he also does stuff on Skill Tree. Okay, what's his name? Sorry, have you heard of Skill Tree? Kit's got some. Kits. Just doing a little investigation. Don't see it. I think Brad's coming over to talk. Maybe not. I thought he was. Well, stream is probably almost over. I can only like ramble for so long. If you guys have any other ideas for builds or any questions, that would be great. It's been a nice, just chatty 2 hours. And I might be able to, his name is Kit in real life, but he goes by Clever Online. What's his channel? What is his YouTube channel? Is it Clever? Cleaver? Let me see here. Clever? I don't see somebody off the top of my head. That's okay. Have you ever done a custom seat for a motorcycle? I have. Yes, I have. I've done a few. They are on my... I think you could probably still find them on my Facebook under motorcycle seats or something. I've got maybe 3 or 4. It was a while ago, and they'd be much better now. But I did do some. I would really like to... Yeah, I'd really like to do one with a video. With a really cool carving on it. I should just try and find somebody with a fairly simple like pan seat that I can rock out a badass Viking carving for. Just walk around with business cards and drop them on people's bikes. Hey, would you like a seat done? Hey, James Dean, I might be able to do that. That might be a Patreon only video though. I don't know if I want to put it on my YouTube. Can you think of something to make for a jester? I juggle. You could make little like hacky sack little bags and bean bags and stuff like that. Well, how about another sax sheath? Always love the different concepts. Some people come. Yeah, that's another good one. That's another sax sheath. I screwed up my other one, so. Like, I love the number of options here for videos. It's crazy. Oh, it's the Skilltree YouTube channel. Okay. I got confused, obviously. I think I know who this person who you're talking about. Skilltree. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen this guys before. Could be an idea. Could be. Mark that down. Skilltree. Well, it's been a lovely chat today, everybody. I'm going to start the process of disappearing. Maybe I'll finish the rest of this wallet today. I can't film it while streaming, or it'll be a mess. So I could end the stream and hit up my cameras, get the last little bit of the wallet done, and get that video out for Tuesday would be the plan. Tuesday? Yeah, probably Tuesday. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it earlier. BK Creative Studio shows up and I'm like almost ready to end the stream. But there's always going to be somebody new popping in just as the stream is coming to a close. BK, if you have any questions or ideas for builds, I'm about to shut the stream down, but generally we were just talking today because my hands are screwed up and I didn't have any great ideas for not being in pain while working. So if you have any build, like video ideas or what have you, I'd love to hear them. We were talking about the helmet. We were talking about my air compressor, my hands, my gloves. We were talking about where I'm at on the biker wallet build, which is pretty much done. I just need to do a little belt strap for it. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for BK to reply. Maybe they have some ideas, but other than that, it's going to be a lovely, wonderful weekend with, I don't know, working on this video some more. It's probably what this is gonna be. Working on the video. A wonderful weekend of working, but I don't mind it. I'm just like been filming this video for so long that I'm really not even sure if I've got it all properly done. It's just taking a while. I had a big chunk of film work for 2 weeks, so that's why. All right, so I don't see a lot of more questions. What did we get today? We got only one new member, which that's life. Airbrush video, 100% incoming with airbrush videos, both cleaning and how I'm going to be doing techniques and stuff. 100%. That's going to be a video that is getting done. I'm going to put a star beside it. 100% I'm going to do that. So that's a great idea. I already had it in my mind, but great minds think alike. So thank you. What about another make-off with Drawbridge? Drawbridge moved away, so that would be very difficult unless he just raced down here for one. Oh, glad you got a new helm, the Hound from Acer. Happy that he does great work, so there you go. I'll see you guys next week. Yes, I'm see you guys next week. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we got one new member this week. We can do better than that. But we got some super chats, super stickers, and a whole lot of very large printing with a gigantic list of video ideas that I will either, there will be a couple I'm just going to dive into right away. The Heavy Quivers one, and maybe some airbrush stuff right away. And I might do some polling for members on the other stuff. So there'll either be a poll in the membership chat area for my YouTube channel, or there'll be a members poll if I can do that in the main chat. So all that stuff. Different dyes and products you use. Jeeves, I'm going to be doing a video on just cutting your dyes and like that kind of shit because Brad's been bugging me about it. So I'm going to do that instead of just using the dye straight out of the bottle. And that'll be kind of coupled in with using the airbrush. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. Beginner's Guide to Tools and Small Projects. That's another. I'm just going to write that down real quick. Beginner's Guide to Tools and Small Projects. There could be another make. Oh, I could do a make-off versus Brad. That would be cool because he's right there. He's right next door. But we'd have to figure it out with cameras and stuff. Anyways, thank you very much for tuning in. I know this stream was not a build-centric stream at all, but we had a great conversation, lots of ideas. How to get into the prop movie industry, another good thing. I'm thinking of doing a podcast deal with guests. Brad would be one of them. We could talk about getting into the prop making, costuming part of the movie industry. And yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you next week. I'm very good at ending the stream. I'm just gonna fucking end it. Freaking, it's done. It's done. It's over. It's over. You can't stay here.